Hey there guys, how we doing? I'm Yalik, it's Thursday, it's War Factory, and I have some things to do, so let's get right into it. Interesting. Alright, well, we have some of the, not new prototypes, just newly added to this event and to operations and things like that. So we've got a bunch of flotsam cannons over here if you happen to be going that way. I don't know that I would want to go that way. Normally on this layout these are snipers, yes, as they are here, but these are generally just cannons, and so the way to beat this usually would be a rifle Zuka approach, RZCM over here, a little bit of hacking, and then you can just walk through all of this stuff. That's not going to work too well this week. Hot pot, 4 hot pot ones, and then 4 flotsam cannons. I wouldn't want to get anywhere near that with a rifle. Shield gens are spread to both sides of the base. Shield of 2.4 million, health of close to 500,000 on the HQ. Microwaver up here, not going to affect anything in this case, although they have been appearing in all sorts of horrible places lately. I prefer them to be stuck off into corners like this. A lot of these protos are low health. Level 1. This is interesting. This means we can do some barding, I think, and probably just a bit of walking and clearing. Easiest way to go about this might just be that. Wonder if like a clearing Zuka hit would be the way to go. Nah, I don't know about that either. I was thinking like come into here and well, possibly. We're looking at like 3 shocks to do that. What is the range on these? Possibly, if we're doing that barding hit, like I said, we can get some grenadiers going down here, maybe. Maybe. Not a ton of things to hack. That is unfortunate. We like hacking because that can just greatly simplify your life, but in this case not really going to be a thing. I'm thinking grenadiers is the way to go. Grens, I'm kind of tempted to want to throw in some bombardier as well. Definitely want the overthrow damage from grenadiers because while they're throwing, for example, we'll drop them down here on the shoreline where this doom cannon, this blaster and such cannot reach them, and that's great. They'll be throwing at these supply crates nearest them, but they'll be damaging stuff behind them as well. Bombardiers are fantastic for certain things, but they don't do that. They'll sit here and shoot at all of the things that they can range, and then they'll step forward. Not a big fan of the stepping forward right here. What do we want to bart? Okay, what is the health on you? Now, these things can all be contained within a single shock. Laser, doom cannon, laser, shock blaster. So I'm thinking we drop Grens down here, try to bart these 2 things. Should be doable in a hit. And then for our next hit, we'll be able to walk forwards while shocking this stuff. No promises, but we might actually get a Kavan appearance in this video. Let's switch over to Grens, which is going to take a sec because I don't believe I have any loadouts with grenadiers saved here. Not even a little bit. Don't think I'm gonna do medics. Maybe on later hits, but for right now we're just trying to do a bunch of damage, and honestly we're sacrificing damage by having the medics, and if we come into range of shock blasters, Doom cannons, those lasers, even laser ones, they're very bad for grenadiers. I don't know as medics will be doing a whole lot for us. So, at least for this first hit, no medics. Hero. Well, that's nice. We won't be using it, but good to know. Hero tokens. Those are hard to come by these days. Possibly this for right now. I guess. I was thinking of Kavan Second Wind. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. Kavan and Second Wind, if we need to, we can kick out some rifles. Very low Second Wind on this account, but oh well. We can kick out some rifles, and if we need a bit of healing, then possibly Kavan can do that for us. But again, these things, if they're shooting at us, that Doom Cannon, if it sees anybody, yeah, Medic's not going to be able to help that. Alright, away we go. Just get started on it. Probably should drop a few boats, like down there. Now, this blaster has the advantage, we can drop Kavan in there too, I guess. Blaster has the advantage of, not advantage per se, but the added bonus of being right next to this laser, so we can put a bunch of damage on that laser too. Gonna use these things, which are getting expensive, barrages, but really wanna, and we're gonna drop everybody else in here. Shocks are cheap, that's good. We can do a lot of damage fast with these grenadiers, that's also good. Would love if they were being a little bit more directed with what they were doing, but we're getting GBE up, at least for now, in a way that makes this sustainable for the time being. Not in the long run, however. Like, really shortly, this would become a problem. Come on, guys. Over here. Get the laser. Gonna throw some critters just so the thing fires, hopefully anywhere else. More critters, mortars, stuff like that and stuff like that. Let's kick out some rifles here. I mean, this is a bad place for rifles, but I don't want these things shooting grenadiers either, like that mortar. Now I'm thinking with the rifles that they will help with. Let's get away from these snipers. Was hoping that they would help with these sniper towers over here. God, guys, really? Just anywhere except, you know, at the things that are, damn it. These guys are just hell-bent on taking out that crate. So I guess we'll let them do it. And I'm going to hold on to this GBE right now, because if we do need rifles, which it doesn't look like we're going to need to have them, I'm going to move these guys a little bit closer to the HQ. Now there's very little chance that they'll be able to do enough damage to take out that headquarters, take out that full shield in the amount of time we have left, but that's fine. We can Zuger that down pretty easily. In the meantime, these guys are just chewing through all of these other defenses. I'm half tempted to try to manipulate where they're standing so that they'll get some of these sniper towers to the right too. Yeah, gonna go ahead and call it. Grenadiers gotta be the way to go. We should check the level on my Grens here. I don't even know what level Grenadiers I have on this account. Are they maxed? Aren't they maxed? I never do. Well, like I said, I don't have a single troop layout with Grenadiers saved on this account, so that tells you something. I do use them. They do have their uses, just it's certain situations. Now, one thing you have to love about the Grenadiers is, like, right here, where all of these sniper towers behind the headquarters are now blasted to smithereens. And that's another, with the Bombardiers, you don't get that effect. So now we can just Zuka this. And that shouldn't take too long at all. With the Bombardiers, you don't get that effect. They do a similar, I mean, they do a lot of damage. But let's check on that. I'm upgrading them. I like them a lot. Have I said that? I believe I've said that. On one account, I think I've got them up to level 3. I love the little tennis ball at the base of his mortar. I guess that's a mortar. Is it? No, but it's not a mortar. It doesn't explode, you know, when it hits the ground. It doesn't give off shrapnel. So whatever the heck cannon thing he's got there. Got a little tennis ball at the bottom of it. So these guys are pretty well upgraded. Lost the word there completely. Other approaches, you might, I mean, if you use the Bombardiers, let me know how it goes. I don't see that as being the best option. What range is here? Nothing. We can kill you very easily. That's one artillery. That's probably one barrage. And then keep that Doom Cannon distracted. That's about it. Doom Cannon does range our kill zone a little bit. Kill zone being right next to the statues there. Unlucky there. Thought the barrage might take out that sniper as well. Did not. Not a huge deal one way or another. Armor probably would work with this. Tank Red Medic or something. The Bombardiers, like I said, you missed that overthrow. Yeah, we're gonna wait for that Doom Cannon to turn, and as soon as it does, which it will soon, there we go. And then we can start battle orders. Hey, did that shock not take? I guess not. Or, well, whatever. Oh, no, it did not take, and it was, we can't start battle orders because it was Brick that died. Well, that's fun. Yeah, with the Rifle Zuka over here, this, I mean, it's a very interesting variation of this layout because of the addition of the Flotsams over to the right, and of course, I mean, they're not adding, not the addition of hot pots, but the inclusion of hot pots in that particular spot really changes the strategy for that base. It's a pretty easy war factory. Most people should be able to beat this. Like I said, with the clearing hit, you could do that, but you do have to keep in mind you have several shocks to get in there, and your Zukas would rip through these things pretty quickly because they are low level, but you're not going to be able to shock. If you've got 3 shocks going here, at least 3 shocks, and that might be leaving something unshocked. You'd be able to clear that pretty easily, but I feel like this way is a bit easier. You could go for the shields. I'm not quite sure why you would. It's not really necessary here. And as for, I mean, you could also cut through this side of the base with rifles pretty easily. If you wanted to use RZCM here, you could. Just keep in mind that you're going to want to keep especially the 2 laser shocked shields back here. Same thing. I don't know why you would go for that. In other cases on this layout, it has been necessary to try to take shields out, and I've smoked like Grenadiers up into here. But that does have its risks. Not too bad today. Sometimes there's a rocket back here instead of this microwaver. Again, best place in the world for a microwaver. Out of sight and out of mind and out of the way. this blaster does concern you, and these doom cannons do if you're trying to get back to this corner. But really, you kind of can't go wrong with a bunch of GBE right here at the beach, and well, good old grenades for the win. Anyway, about as easy a way as I could see of doing that, and that's great because, like I said, we've got places to be and things to do. So anyway, that is War Factory. I'm Yalek. Like, thumbs up, all that stuff, and I'll catch you around. Take care.